Okay, the weather's getting colder. It's getting to be 32, 36 degrees. It's gonna frost or freeze, maybe which 1 or 2 nights. You're not ready to give up yet. We're not ready to give up yet. We want to keep things growing, but obviously the frost or the freeze is gonna kill them. You know, you think about taking sheets out of your house, you know, pillowcases and sheets, and trying to cover things up with those, but they get kind of dark and you have to get back out there before the sunlight gets on them, right? We got a solution. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't, but we used them last year. We're using them again this year. It's called the Easy Tunnel. Okay, it's just a poly fleece tunnel that it's really simple to set up. We haven't used this one yet, as you can see. Super easy to set up.
It's already take the tape off the ends.
Got tape. All this, yeah. But see, it's got tapes on the end here, and we'll take that off of there. Okay, now that we got the tape off the ends and got it straightened out, I'll show you what it is. All right, it's a poly fleece tunnel that you just spread out like this, and you can poke them in the ground as you go along. Okay, it's ideal to keep it up a little bit so that you don't, lose it, control of it. But anyways, you can find them on Amazon. I think we got ours from Park Seed, if I'm mistaken. Solid price. I think they were $18 last year. I think they're $20 this year, at least at Park Seed. They make this. This is a 10-foot long tunnel. I think they make them larger, and they work really well. Are they about 2 foot wide, about 18 inches wide, something like that? Forget. Let me tell you for sure. They are 18 inches wide. They're 18 so they're 18 inches wide, okay, and they're really a wonderful setup. They let light through, so like if you wanted to keep them up all throughout the day, like it's just gonna be in the in the 60s or below, maybe 50s or below, or in the 50s we'll say, then you can have them up. They'll still get let light through, but they'll keep your produce warmer. They're really simple to use. They're about 10 foot long, about 18 inches wide, and hey, look, they're already got their little prongs in there. You just take them, you set them down in the side, just like that. One person can do it all by themselves. Now, if you get them set down, you may have to go back and adjust them, but that's not a big deal. You can just set them right down in there. You get lined out, and no problem at all. And you know what? If you have a little extra, you can probably make a turn. If you had to make a turn with it, you can turn it out and keep going like that. Or if you don't need the whole thing, just put the whole thing in here like that. Not a problem. See? Very, very simple. And right here, I'll show you. Once you get them down, you have this drawstring. You tighten it up. Real simple. If it was not tangled, it's simple. See? Just like that. Tighten it up. Sit it in there. And you got it. Just like that. Now, again, you may have to go back, readjust, pull this down a little bit here and there, whatever. That's not a big deal. But it's a really good tunnel. Lets light through, keeps everything covered, and it'll help you to extend your growing season really, really simply, and in a fairly cheap manner too. They seem to be pretty durable. We used this last year, kept them on there all winter long. It's still in great shape. Not an issue. Water can drip through, so they'll still get moisture. It's honestly win-win. And here's one that we've already put down. It's a new one, so you don't have the dirt from last year, but we put it over the carrots. Now this bed's actually about 2 feet wide, so was actually able to stretch the prongs out a little bit to encompass everything anyways. So you don't have to, it doesn't have to be exactly 18 inches wide for you to fit on there. It will stretch down and go over top. And like I said, like you can see here, it's going to make a really good cover for these carrots and help us continue to be able to grow carrots throughout the year. Because last year we did this. Actually, that's what we did. Is last year we put these over some carrots, and we had carrots that lasted all through the winter, and we was able to harvest them in like what, March, April. We harvested them early spring into this year because this kept them good and kept them growing all winter long. So these things are very valuable. And we have another thing we're going to use to cover up plants. We'll show you what we're doing here, okay? Another thing that we use in order to protect our plants in a frost and freeze scenario, especially like I said, especially if you're only wanting to do it for a night or two, this is another great thing to use. It is Agribon. We'll put something in the description about it, a link to where you can find it at, which we bought at Amazon. But there are different thicknesses that you can use. There's a really thin one that's pretty cheap. You buy large sheets of it, and the thinner one is rated down to 28 degrees. And this one, Angela says 23, I said 26. I don't remember, but it's at least rated better. This is a thicker one. As you can see, it lets light through. Okay, it lets light through, and it works really well. It's a large sheet as well. Agribon is not very expensive. I will warn you, the thinner ones aren't very durable, but this one has proven to be pretty durable. We used it last fall, Angela, to cover the raspberries.
Yes. We
used it last fall to cover the raspberries, and it's working great. And we're going to use it here to cover these beans. We're not harvesting beans. We're just holding on to wanting to get the seeds, and it's only going to be for a night or two. So we're going to try to cover them up to let them finish going to seed. If you want to know what these beans are, we had a previous video about them. We'll link that in the description, and you can see what these beans are. But we're going to use this to cover these beans and protect them. See, it's very, very simple. This is really simple. You literally just drape it over, and I'm gonna make sure it's covered down a little bit. That way, everything's protected. But it's just very simple to use. See, and that way you don't have to worry about getting blankets out of your house or getting sheets out of your house and coming out and all that junk. It's really, really simple to have things dedicated to gardening, and it works a lot better. And it's not much of an investment just for this. And just pull it down some. Yeah, we really love using them. They work great for us, and it helps extend your season. Make sure you can maximize your growing potential and your harvesting potential. You gotta be creative. God's designed this for us to use, and this environment he created for us, and he leaves it up to you to figure it out. You know, and we're just trying to operate inside of his system and maximize our harvesting potential. And if we can have a couple of blankets like this to extend our growing season, to help us grow and harvest more, we're going to do it. And if you like this video, just give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click the bell for notifications, keep coming back, we're looking for updates and see what we're doing, seeing how we're going to keep harvesting even into October and hopefully into November. We appreciate you guys watching. We love you. God bless you, and goodbye.